What's up? It's your man Big B, Brandon Big B Hickman, and welcome to Sports Roundtable. Another week of exciting basketball highlights and conference play. That's what's going on this entire week. I got Coach Burton in the building. How you doing? E.A. Laney Buccaneers.
Yep, good. How are you?
Women's varsity. Coming off last Monday, had a win over Pine Forest. He was in the MLK tournament or Jamboree.
Yep.
How was that?
It was good. It's always a great experience for us. We get a game in instead of a practice, which is nice,
Gotcha.
especially being an exam week. And so for us, it's just a chance to see someone outside of our conference in the middle of the season, regroup, see where we're at. And, we played a very scrappy, athletic Pine Forest team and shot the ball really well.
Got you. Let's fast forward to the Friday that we just got out of. Topsail, Laney. Coach, talk to me now. Laney 53, Topsail 32.
Yeah, again.
It took off.
Again, we shot the ball well.
Okay.
We did some things defensively, made a couple of adjustments that we needed to from the first time we played them. So we're starting to go back through that second time through of conference.
All right.
So we made some adjustments and we're able to get some big stops on the defensive end, and we rebounded the ball well.
Okay, looking at a 61-71 conference play and a lot of things coming up this week, what do you attest the big scores to? Is it the adjustment at halftime or the adjustment going into the game from playing a previous game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we look at the first time we play them, we watch film, we see where we do need to make the adjustments, but then also it's always helpful when the ball's going through the net.
Right.
So when it's not, it's a little bit more of a struggle, but we know the one thing we can control is on the defensive end.
Gotcha.
And regardless of what happens on the offensive end.
Who you stand out this week? Who did you see?
So Reagan Stewart, she's a junior. She averaged 15 points in both games this week. Monday we had 3 scorers with over 15 points, which was good for us to see. A senior, Kennedy Martin, and then freshman Jada Simpson. They all had double figures for us. Yeah. And then Friday night against Topsail, Reagan had 17. And we had almost everybody else in the scorebook. So that's always good, getting contributions from everybody is really helpful.
It is. We going forward, still conference play.
Yep.
West Brunswick Tuesday at West Brunswick. So you got to go on down 17 a little bit and get in the gym and play those young ladies. How do you feel going into the second half of conference play?
Yeah, going on the road's always a little bit tougher, and we have 2 road games this week. But again, doing what we need to prepare and practice today to go down there is going to be huge for us. And then at the end of the day, we can prepare as much as we want, but we've got to go out there and execute the adjustments that we make and hopefully come out on the winning side.
I got you. With new conferences, well, not really new conference, us playing West Brunswick has not been the traditional conference game, but let's get on to Friday. Hanover, traditionally a big conference game. The lights on, the gym is packed. How do you prepare your young ladies for that?
It's definitely, New Hanover's always a tough place to play. Like you said, the gym's always packed. It's a Friday night, so everybody's going to be there. We try and take from the first time we play people the good and the bad. So hopefully with that game, we played really well on the defensive end the first time we played them.
Gotcha.
So if we can, kind of replicate that Friday night, then I think it'll be a good game for us. But at the end of the day, you got to go out and play the game and win.
True.
You can't win before you play. So.
That's true. That is true. It's always different. When we get into conference games and traditional games, crosstown rivalry, I always say it, football, basketball, baseball, it doesn't matter. You throw all that out the window because it's who showed up
you have to play.
On that night.
Yeah.
So that's really big. Congrats to you on going in and getting your young ladies ready. E.A. Laney, listen to me. I need you to get on the road. We're going to go down 17 a little bit tomorrow. We're going to be at West Brunswick, E.A. Laney women's varsity. They're going up against West Brunswick. And then Friday, I want you to come on down Market Street, and we're going to be at New Hanover. Pack the gym for E.A. Laney women's varsity basketball. That's how that goes down. Good luck and congratulations on everything so far, Coach.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more of Sports Roundtable, all brought to you by Papa John. Welcome back to Sports Roundtable. I'm your guest host, Brandon Big B Hickman from Coast 97.3. Like I said, we're inside of conference play. We're talking right now E.A. Laney basketball. I just talked to Coach Burton, and she talked about getting on the road this week and getting some good standings out there in conference play. And I got Coach Davis. How you doing, Coach Davis?
Doing great.
Got some good things. Last week, like I said, Coach Burton talked to me. It was almost like I don't want to say a get-back situation, but it was Topsail, Laney.
Yes.
57-48, Laney way.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, we went up there before Christmas, and
Right.
Just felt like we didn't play our best that night, and they hit a shot at the buzzer to beat us. So we had a little revenge, a little get-back. The guys were really excited to get an opportunity to revenge that loss, and came out first half. I mean, they played a 3-2 zone, got open looks, just didn't make shots early. Went in at the half, we're up 26-23. Made some adjustments, got a big second half from Reese Edwards, who's just coming off he was hurt for 15 weeks from early September up until the holiday break.
Okay.
15 weeks, doctors wouldn't let him do anything, so he sat around. So even when he came back, didn't have a whole lot of strength. Just wasn't playing like himself. He's a returning all-conference player. So he had 23 on Friday night, starting to get back to his old self.
Gotcha.
So when, for us, I mean, we got inside presence. We need guys to make outside shots so that we can go inside. So getting him to make shots is going to be big down the stretch for us.
Now, did you have a player of the week from Laney this
We
week?
did.
Flowers?
Yeah, the Flowers kid, Jahi
Okay.
Flowers, had
Okay.
a great week last week. I think he averaged 15 and a half, 4.5 assists. Just played really, really well on Friday night. I think he had 18 or 22 on Friday, came back on Monday, played
Gotcha.
really, really well in the MLK event.
Okay, that's
Yes.
amazing. Now,
Yes.
you get on the road with some conference play.
Yes, we're
You
the
gotta
Road
go down-
Warriors this
Yeah,
week.
like I
yes.
said with Coach Burton, I said you got to get on the road, go down 17 and play West Brunswick, who has some definite size.
They do. I was at West Brunswick, head coach there for 7 years.
Right.
So I know what that environment's like. I mean, I
Gotcha.
feel like I was a big part of, hopefully they would say, of help building that home court advantage. And so we know it's going to be tough. They do. They got 6'9", Brandon Parker inside. A lot of those guys were freshmen my last year when I was at West Brunswick, so I know a lot of those kids. They were on the JV team when I was the varsity coach 2016-17, my last year at West Brunswick.
Right. So, not to give away the coachings of Coach Davis, but you like to go. You like to get it and go. And sometimes that can create a problem for a big man.
Yeah, I mean, now he's very athletic. He
Yeah.
can get out and run as well, but they're doing a really good job. I mean, they run 2-2-1 full court press. They put him on the backside. So if you do break their press, I mean, you got 6'9" with about a 7'3" wingspan back there trying to block shots. So it's one of the things we'll work on today at practice is when we break the press, how we're going to attack at that point.
That's what it is. So Tuesday, tomorrow, West Brunswick.
Yes.
And then Friday, you go down to Market Street to Hanover.
Which is another tough place to play.
Right, the lights are on. It's time to play.
That's it. I would say those two, West Brunswick, New Hanover. I mean, they're two of the toughest places to play on the road. So we got our work cut out. But I like the direction we're moving as a team. I feel like the guys. I mean, we've won 5 in a row. Won 4 straight conference games. So we feel like we're getting back in the hunt. Obviously, playing for playoff spots as well.
Exactly. And that's big right now because, someone could lose and you jump up 1 or 2 spots. It just depends on how everyone else falls inside the lineup.
Every night there's 2-3 big games in the conference.
Right.
We're a game behind West Brunswick, so we beat them. We'll be tied with them, but we had beaten them twice, so that gives us the leg up on them. Ashley and Hoggard are playing tomorrow night, so either way, whatever happens there, something good's going to happen for us if we can win. Because if Hoggard loses, now you gain a game on them.
Right.
You know, Ashley loses and we win. We got a 3-game lead as far as the state playoffs.
Wow.
So, you know, every night is just a big night in our conference.
Just watching, and
Yes.
I know the young guys are there watching too.
It is. I mean, you know, we went on Friday night. First thing you do is you go in the office, pull your phone out, check the scores of other games to see
Right.
what happened. The rest of the conference.
That is right. So good luck this week, Coach.
I
know
appreciate
you
it.
rocking and rolling.
Yes, sir.
Get ready. Like I said before, Laney, all my Laney students, all my Laney alum, my Laney faculty and staff, get on the road this week. Tomorrow they're going to be at West Brunswick. All my Laney parents, of course, all the Laney parents. And then on Friday, they're at New Hanover High School. Is Laney basketball with Coach Davis, and we'll be right back with more Sports Roundtable, all brought to you by Papa John. Welcome back to Sports Roundtable. I'm your host, Brandon Big B Hickman, and we're talking right now Hoggard High School Vikings men's varsity basketball. Coach Queen's in here. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Good to see you. Coming off maybe a little week. You had a little week to rest, a little bit, and then right on the spot on Friday up against South Brunswick.
Yeah, we had exams this week, so the kids were taking exams each day, and you're not in school as long each day, and not practicing as long. But we had a good week of practice, working on ourselves, and then had a really good game on Friday night down at South Brunswick. Won 63-34. 10 guys scored. Had a chance to play everybody a lot, and did a lot of really good things. And you always wonder coming out of exams, you're not in a normal routine, how
Right.
that's going to go, and then playing on the road on top of that. But the kids played really well on Friday night.
That's what's up. I've been checking some of the highlights out, and you got some guys on that perimeter that are really, really putting it down.
Yeah, we've got some guys that can make some shots, but they can also get to the basket as well. And I thought we did a good job on Friday night of both of those things, not just settling for threes, but
Right.
We made some threes early, and that opened some things up for us to be able to get some stuff inside.
Well, let's check it out.
Yeah, we got some highlights from Friday night.
Okay.
And Cam Blanks there knocking down a three, getting us off to a really good start. We were actually down 7-2. And then went on a 20-0 run.
Wow.
Luke Lamport with a basket right there. Luke's giving us some great minutes off the bench. And Sebastian Adair got off to a really good start, made a couple of threes, and had a long two coming up here. His foot was on the line on this one. But, did a good job from the perimeter early on. And, it was just it was good. Good to see us, working on both ends of the floor there on that 20-0 run. Cam Blanks again, he had a great night, made 3 threes, scored 11 points.
What is this for Cam?
Cam's a senior.
He's a senior? Okay.
Cam, Sebastian, Luke, Jackson Massey right there.
Okay.
All those guys are seniors. And Brady Rankin here had a really good night, scored 18. I think he had 14 of those in the second half. And here's a great offensive rebound by Luke Lamport. He really can go find the basketball, and just a nice advantage when you've got somebody that knows how to go get it, give you some offensive boards. But the game, it really wasn't a 30-point game the whole game. It was, we began to pull away toward the end of the third quarter. And like I said earlier, we made some shots from the perimeter early, and that allowed us to be able to get to the basket more, especially in the second half, and helped us to extend that lead a little bit. And then once you do that, then the threes open back up.
Right.
So, it's nice to have guys that can score in multiple ways.
It is, yes.
We've got some guys that can score inside. We've got guards that can take it to the basket. It's been a fun group to coach, and hopefully we can continue to do the things that you're seeing here on these highlights as we move through the course of the rest of the season. You know, and I think when you can play at different speeds, when you can play different type, you know, I think we can, you know, we can play if the game is a slower game. We can play if the game is a faster game.
Which is good.
You know, I think,
yes.
you know, and we can score in different ways. And, you know, that's an advantage because I think it's hard to take, you know, just take everything away from us. Here's Mason Bagley, a kid that we had to pull up from the JV team because of some injuries. And, you know, Mason hit 2 threes on Monday in our game against Holly Springs, and you know, hit one there. You know, so it's nice to be able to pull somebody up. And Jackson Spires there making a 3 as his first 3. He was a manager for us last year and on the team this year. That was the first 3 he made in the game. You can see the guys really got excited when he knocked that down. So fun night.
Now, Coach Queen, you jump into heavy conference again. We're playing Ashley and West this week, but it's all home. So you do have some advantage there. But going into the conference, as far as how Hoggart falls, it's almost like, hey, you know, you're not in a dogfight, but folks are waiting for you, like, oh, they lose and we'll win, or we'll go up 1. So it's always something to look at.
You know, we're in a tie for first right now. We've got 6 conference games left. You know, and West Brunswick's a game behind. Laney's 2 games behind. You know, Ashley's a game behind Laney, and so you know we have a chance to play all of those teams. You know, and so each night, you know, we can kind of cement our spot above a team that we're playing. You know, we got Ashley on Tuesday, and we beat them the first time. You know, we beat them again. It's going to be, you know, really, really hard for them to catch us. Same thing when we play West Brunswick on Friday. And then, you know, so, you know, each night, you know, we've told our kids, if you keep winning, nobody can catch you, you know, because you got a chance to play everybody, you know, and, you know, so we just need to make sure that we're focused each and every day, that we have good practices to prepare for our opponents, and then that we go out and play well each and every game.
You heard it here first. Right here, Hoggart High School, get ready. This week, tomorrow, Ashley comes to Hoggart. They're going to be on Shipyard Boulevard. And also, West Brunswick got to make the trek into Sheila Bowles Gym. So get ready. Hoggart High School, Hoggart alum, Hoggart parents. It's going to be some great basketball action this week. And thanks, Coach Queen. I appreciate you for coming through.
No problem.
It's Sports Roundtable. We'll be back with more. It's all brought to you by Papa John's. Welcome back to Sports Roundtable. I'm your host, Brandon Big B Hickman, and right now, Screaming Eagle Women's Varsity Basketball. That's what's on the table. She's in the building, Coach. Yeah, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
It's good to see you.
You too.
Coming off of Friday when exams happened last week, so not really any games till Friday.
Yeah.
Had a conference game at West Brunswick, and 66-16. That was the score.
Yeah.
Talk to me. You know, I have to say, talk to me, Coach.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You know, that was we played them at home.
Oh, at home, okay.
It was our second go around with, you know, playing everybody in the conference. That started on Friday night. So that was kind of our focus through practice with a long week of exams and practices without playing on Tuesday.
Got you.
And, you know, we said, let's take time and enjoy these practices, even though you don't really want to practice this time of year. You rather play games, but you know, we really worked on some stuff, and especially on the defensive end, and it showed. I think we gave up the first time we played them, and again, it was December, so it was only our second or third game of the season.
Right.
A third game of the season, but you know, we gave up 37 points the first time we played them. So
cut that in half.
Yeah, to come
More
out
than half.
and do what we did Friday night, you know, I was really impressed and proud of the girls for that.
I'm seeing, and correct me if I'm wrong, I saw the jail earlier in the season, but this is like a synergy almost that's going on. Because, of course, yes, you have Rivers on your team, but I see a lot of the young ladies on Ashley just really coming up.
Yeah. you know,
and exceeding their level of playing or trying to be better, or just, I don't want to say maybe just veteran. They're becoming veterans.
yeah, you know, Reagan Russell, she's a senior, one of our seniors. She had a great game on Friday night, and you know, she missed all last season. So I think, you know, the more games she gets in, and she's just a great athlete, and she works hard, and you know, she you know, she is feisty and aggressive,
Gotcha.
and you know, she doesn't quit on plays. She'll hustle back even after a mistake, and she's grown with that so much since her freshman year.
Gotcha.
So I'm proud of her for that, and I think, you know, just getting the games in that she did earlier in the season is just making her feel a little bit more comfortable out there, and you know, that's what we want to do. We want to make sure, you know, we can get the most out of everybody. And sometimes it's, you know, one different person or another, but, you know, we want to make sure we get that chemistry going and gel and compete and peak at the right time of the season, towards the end of the season.
Right. We jump into another heavy conference week as far as, I don't know if these games determine playoffs, but it's going to be close to it as we get into February. Tomorrow, you're going to Hoggard.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So
Talk to me. You know,
Yeah.
I always say talk. So you're going into Hoggard, lights are on, gym is packed. That's a big game.
Yeah, it is.
Hoggard actually has always been a big game.
Yeah.
How do you as a coach say, okay, look, we're going in, this is a conference game, this is a big game, wall to wall maybe, we don't know, but parents are going to be there for sure to see
Yeah.
what's going on, and playing a good Hoggard girls team. So
Yeah.
what do you expect going in?
You know, we can't expect anything, you know, especially with a win or anything, just because we
Yes.
beat them the first time around.
Yes.
So we have to expect that it's going to be a good game, you know, that we have to play well. You know, they have a lot of youth. They have nothing to lose.
Right.
You know, they're going to go out there. They don't understand the pressure, those young kids. So, you know, why not just go out and play hard? And that's what they do. You know, they're not afraid to shoot, you know. So we got to make sure that we're guarding the shooters well. You know, they're going to be feisty on the defensive end. So we got to be able to respond and not make a lot of mistakes for them to capitalize on those. We put them on the foul line a lot last game, and they capitalized on that. They had a lot of made foul shots. So we got to, you know, limit them getting those chances on the foul line.
Gotcha.
And, you know, anytime you play a New Hanover County school, you know, an in-town rival, it's you know, pride and
Right.
and you know, just that enthusiasm and
throw
that
the stats
effort.
out the door.
Exactly. So
Right.
you got to be ready, you
Right.
know. And you know, our girls are always, you know, one good thing about them is, you know, they are very keyed in on each game and making sure that they're ready to play.
Got you. On Friday, I didn't have on my list. On Friday, who you go against? Are you home on Friday?
We go to North.
Go to North Brunswick on Friday.
Yeah.
Still inside of conference.
Yep.
Because people are looking right now. Ashley's #1 in the conference.
Yeah.
So in the next week or so, we'll know playoff berths and
Yeah.
home advantage and all those good things.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's good. It's an exciting time, Coach.
It is.
How you feel?
I feel great. You know, I mean,
I ask you that every week. How you feel,
yeah,
Coach?
yeah. You know, you feel good, but you have to understand that everybody, you know, is you know, we have a target on our back. Everybody's gunning for us.
Yes.
So, you know, we got to be able to respond to that
Gotcha.
and show maturity and you know, being able to play together and, you know, any type of adversity that happens on the court, be ready.
Right.
You know, to fight against that.
You heard it here. I'm not going, Coach, get ready. I need the Screaming Eagles. Ashley High, you know, it's women's varsity. It's all you guys on the road this week. I need all the Eagle parents, alumni, staff, faculty, friends, and current students. We on the road, and you know it's going down at Hoggard High School tomorrow on Tuesday, and then Friday we're gonna go across the bridge and go to North Brunswick.
Yeah, and we got a home game. We actually have 3 this week. We have
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. We have a non-conference game at home on Wednesday.
Oh, get ready. It's going down. I'm coming to the game. I'm going to North Brunswick.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna check
Sounds
you out,
good.
Coach. Keep it locked. Like I always say, thank you for tuning in to Sports Roundtable. It's all about basketball and all about the playoffs. And also thank you to Papa John's.